Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Coins Reaction Zone and part 2 of the Orangetown arc of One Piece, my 12th rewatch and drinking game. So this will be episodes 7 and 8, so it's going to be a short one to finish off the Orangetown arc. I'm just kind of reacting to it as I go, and I created pudding shots for the celebration first parts of the episode, so here they are. Little vanilla pudding with Bailey's, vanilla whipped cream vodka, cocoa powder on top. Get right into the details of it. So this is my 12th rewatch of One Piece. I've been watching anime since 2013 when I got into it in my sophomore year of high school. My top favorite anime is Fairy Tail, which is one of the first 4 I've ever watched. And then the last were Sword Online, Attack on Titan, and then One Piece was my 4th. And it's also my 2nd favorite. So I've been watching it ever since then, and since the pacing of the anime got so bad, I basically just kept being a manga reader. I'm on top of things basically chapter by chapter. As soon as they come out, I've been rewatching. And every time a new arc finishes in the anime, or like a new filler arc or something like that, I go back and after my initial watching in 2013, I go back and I watch the entire thing all over again, all the way to the next arc. So I'm about only like 10 episodes in the Wano before I stop, just to let the episodes build and just keep reading the manga. But now that there's only 10 chapters left to adapt for Wano, which, based off my math, there's probably going to be a filler at the end. The chapters are probably going to be about maybe like half a chapter per episode. So it's probably going to be about 24 episodes if they keep the pacing how it is for previous series of this show. So probably about 24 maybe weeks of Wano left. Just on my initial guess, that might be completely wrong. It might just breeze right through it. Who knows? Just to catch up, Luffy has 44 enemies defeated. His highest score was episode 1 was 32 enemies, and then Zoro is at 5. His highest was episode 5 with 4 enemies defeated, and Nami's tied with him at 5, with episode 4 being 3 enemies defeated. And then Luffy has 2.5 antagonists defeated. I decided that supporting antagonists would be a 0.5 score. So he has Alvida in episode 1, Helmeppo in episode 3, Richie and Moji in episode 5, who they're a pair team, so they basically count as one unit. And then Zoro has 1 main antagonist defeated, Axe-Hand Morgan in episode 3. And then Bounty's claim for Luffy is 5 million belly from Alvida. And then property damage in dollars was the Morgan statue in episode 2 to 3. And then $40 from the sword knife that Buggy had. Alvida has defeated 2 enemies. Morgan has defeated 1 enemy, even though they were technically allies. It's basically just enemies defeated by other characters. That was episode 1 and 2. And then Lucky Roo, 1. And then Ben Beckman, 3. In episode 4, both of them. And then shots taken so far, season 1 was 7. And season 2 so far has been 8 shot with 2 episodes left. And then our current death tally is Huguna and one of his henchmen in episode 4. We have a couple drinking rules. Some of them are from characters, but our initial drinking rules so far, and we might add some later on, maybe based off comments or something if people like them. So every time I remember the Straw Hats mentioned their dream, decided to push that off until basically Usopp draws the flag, and that's when the Straw Hats are officially formed. So I'm going to leave that there. And then Drink Every Time You Cry. That one was Chow Chow last episode. Freaking always devastates me. And then cool moments, based off my own discretion, when something badass / cool happens, it must be acknowledged. Or essentially one where if I feel like that there's not much drinking in that set of episodes, I might just drink for that. And then solidarity drink, whenever another character drinks, which we did during the Buggy party. And then drink every time a character takes damage that should have killed them but doesn't. Every time a new Devil Fruit user appearance, only drink if their fruit is named or they use their abilities. That one I did miss last episode, so I will be drinking for that when the episode starts. So I have my shot right here. Every time someone becomes a member of the Straw Hats, even if it's briefly or they leave and then come back. And that was what I drank for Nami last episode. And then every time a main antagonist is defeated, supporting antagonists don't count. Just the main antagonist of the show. So Alvida, Morgan, and Buggy in this one. Then every time a main character cries, every time a Straw Hat or ally takes out more than 5 enemies at a time. I did push this one up because they were constantly taking out at least 2 guys just to prove their strength. So I switched it over to 5. That seems to be working rather well. Then every time a member of the Straw Hats loses a fight, that hasn't really happened yet. And then when a named character dies, whenever a character's bounty increases, so this is just any character at all because it doesn't really happen very often. It's probably not going to happen for a while now. And then take a shot for a Payman sighting, not just to drink a shot. This one hasn't happened in a while from what I've noticed, but, you know, people might have noticed from before. And I'm also not looking at Wiki for a lot of this stuff. I'm just letting it go off my own memory. So let's just get going and see where we end off on Season 2. Such a great man. I'll combine it too. This shot that I missed for Buggy showing up, I'll combine it with the mayor being badass. And Luffy knocking him out. That's an enemy defeated. I'm going to count it. I'm just going to put characters defeated. That makes more sense for me. It's the right thing to do. That's legit awesome. I love that they use like guitar rep to show how mad he is. Yep, you can push it back, baby. Yep, first time he used balloon. Alright, I went back and counted, and I'm gonna call that 15. And that's his second highest score. I'm only gonna count more than 10 for high scores, just to make it easier for myself. And he used 2 guys to protect himself. He's such a jerk. Yep. First time revealed to Buggy. Oh, here's Cabaji. And he used Richie as a shield, so I'm going to count that too, even though Richie's already been defeated once before. He was still knocked unconscious, so I'm going to count it as a defeat. Devastation, man. I'm going to count it. Luffy technically defeated him again. Luffy gets defeated several times and still comes back, so I'm going to count that. Moji, that's a 0.5, bringing his total up to a nice 3 average. Yep. Cabaji and Zoro, man. Let's do it. Yep, full on bleeding right now, baby. It's so messed up. I don't even know how he does that. Scumbag, man. It's also, this is the first fight where Zoro fights some kind of injury or something that happens to him that nerfs him for the rest of the series. He always has some kind of injury in all of his fights. I guess because maybe he was too overpowered, so they nerfed him a bit, but he's still pretty overpowered later on down the line. Just interesting that they do it like this way. Try again. He's not defeated. Bringing his sword on his wound, man. That's the right way to do it. He's cool, but that's something insane to do. I like how Luffy was completely fine with that. There she goes. She's gone. I'm not gonna take a drink for it yet, though, because when she joins back, maybe I'll drink for that. Freaking messed up, man. Nope, Luffy's not gonna let that happen in a duel. Look at all that treasure. Buggy has a lot, man. First time she's really used her sexuality like that. Here we go. First real Zoro special move. Destroyed Sun. And first time he mentioned he's a pirate too. Special move and mentioning he's a pirate. Alright, that's Cabaji defeated, bringing Zoro's score up to 1.5. Antagonist defeated. And I love how he's just taking a nap. It's fantastic. Yep. Buggy officially said it, he's God. In our first real double fruit fight. Yep. And Buggy's connected to Shanks. Buggy's such a interesting fighter, man. But I wonder how long it took him to know his powers, because in his backstory it changes around, but it's still interesting. This guy, I love those little kind of slight jokes to point out them. Scumbag. Yep, ripped his hat. A double hit on his hat, man. Ugh, so mean. Yep. Shanks and him are on the same ship. Alright, I'll keep it short. That ends us off on a cliffhanger with Buggy and Luffy getting into their final fight in the final episode of the Orange Town arc. So this episode was pretty fun because Zoro officially does hit one of his special moves and also says that he's a pirate. Feeding of Cabaji, taking the wound. It also starts, though, the kind of nerfing of Zoro overall throughout the entire series, where he's always wounded some way or somehow. That always pushes him back and makes him do different things to get things going. Kind of a weird way to say it, but that's basically, for the rest of the entire series, there's always something kind of messed with him on his fights. But he still gets overpowered later on the line. It's just a bit of a struggle sometimes, like especially for the rest of the East Blue Saga. So I think we're just going to get right into episode 8. Looks like we're starting with the Buggy and Shanks fight on the crew. And it's also interesting to see this guy, since we obviously know who he's going to be later on this pirate ship, just because he didn't really have a character design at the moment, so he just kind of looks vaguely like him, but it's pretty interesting to see. And also they have pretty fun interactions too, of like, they were obviously pretty good friends. Talking about being his henchman, and there's his straw hat. Nice, quiet, fun interactions. It's pretty good. That's why I like these kinds of side characters. Even though he's a random antagonist, he still has a nice backstory. Oh, here's where he got his devil fruit. Here he goes. The chop fruit. One bite, man. What I realized is that he makes those super well. Like, he's really good at that kind of stuff. And then, of course, you hide it as soon and just shove it in your mouth. That's so funny. And then, boom, swallowed, baby. Freaking insane thing to do. Yep, you're gonna have to shave him, Shanksy. That's all I got from the story. Delayed 10 years, that's crazy. Even if it wasn't really Shanks' fault, I would still be mad if I was delayed 10 years for something like that. But of course, Nami is walking right through. Pretty noticeable, man. And then Zoro's just knocked out in the background. Oh, that crunch sound, man. Horrible. He's not having kids. Ugh. Devastation. Oh, okay, here's the Orange Town village. Freaking trying to hit him and he caught it. Do it, Luffy. Treasure goes flying out. The screenshot sign like they did a couple episodes ago. Full on steaming, man. His little chibi form. Nice job, Nami. Get wrecked, son. Boom. I'm gonna count it as a 0.5 for Luffy and a 0.5 for Nami. Even though Luffy did the final shot, Nami definitely helped out. So that's a 0.5 for both of them. I like that they gave him the ground line map. That's pretty good. So she's not just all for treasure. She at least has some semblance of helping out. I love her reactions. It's like, there's no way you can walk. Oh no. Shouldn't have said that. He doesn't give a shit. I love Zoro's laugh too. I like how immediately just picked up Zoro and Zoro has no reaction to it. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Chow Chow. I like that. Like, oh, that almost made me cry again. Like a mutual understanding between him and the dog. Oh, here comes the pirates. Even though they've already been defeated twice by the same guys. And Buggy's already been defeated, so you guys have just been showing the boat while the explosions and Buggy and everything happening the whole time? The mayor, man. Such a good dude. And I love that they're still flying the Buggy Jolly Roger. I wish they did this in live action too. They just kind of skipped to it. Such a good moment. Oh, left a bag of treasure. Oh man, that's so messed up. Good dude Luffy, man. Even though he doesn't try to be a good dude, he still does it. Just because he has a heart like that. Fantastic stuff. Well, here we go. Usopp reveal, baby. Alright, so I'm going to keep this one rather short since I did most of my review in the first episode for the Orangetown season. So that's the Orangetown arc, which was episodes 4 through 8. And this last episode, episode 8, I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10, which is good all around. The fight was fun. Buggy was an interesting character. We got some flashbacks, some more characters like Shanks. Only around for the chapter 1 flashback, and then we don't see him again for ever and ever. They just keep replaying the same scene, so it was nice to see that. And then Luffy officially has a bounty claimed. I am going to split it with Nami. Mention in the comments if you think Nami didn't deserve it, but I think she did. So it's going to be $12.5 million for Luffy, and then Nami has $7.5 million. Property damage, Luffy's still at 2,040. Nobody else has really done any property damage, to be honest. And we have antagonist defeated, which I wrote down. 0.5 for Luffy and Nami for this episode, so that's Buggy with Nami, episode 8. And then Zoro is at a 1.5 for Axehand Morgan, and then Cabaji. People defeated is 44 for Luffy because he didn't really defeat anybody in the last 2 episodes. He defeated 15 in episode 7, but he didn't defeat anybody else in episode 8. And Zoro and Nami are both tied at 5. And then no main character bounties yet. And then for the season 2 shot totals, you know what? I should have taken a shot for Luffy defeating 15 guys. So defeated more than 5 enemies at a time is a shot. So I'll take a shot for that. And then a little bit of voiceover, basically ADR. I should have taken a shot / drink for Buggy being defeated since he was a main antagonist for this arc. So that brings our total up to 20 shots and 13 for Orangetown. We currently have a 3-person death tally. Haguna and his henchman in episode 4. And then the pet food store owner in episode 6. So those are our stats so far. And that's the end of the Orangetown arc. So pretty fun so far. I'm really enjoying it on this rewatch. I'm just kind of enamored with it, having fun. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me actually. I'll probably go do Syrup Village after a little bit of a break. I wanted to filming just because editing is going to be a pain in the ass. So it's probably going to take me forever to get back into actually filming once I start editing. Because I would want to do it all and have it all scheduled scheduled out so I can react to like fill in the gaps with some Scooby-Doo. The filler I'll probably do like 5 episodes at a time or something similar, just because depending on how long the filler episode is, like Worship Island, I'll probably split into 2 sections of 4 episodes just to make it easy peasy for me to do. Like, for example, Buggy's Adventure Filler Arc 1 is only 2 episodes, but Logetown, Season 6A, which is how I separated it, it's only 1 episode, so I'll probably combine 6A and just keep reacting to Logetown and just skip those first, and then do 48 and 49 and 45 all together, and then go back and do the Buggy's Crew filler, and probably the Usopp Duel and Sanji Food Batter filler. Combine those 2 filler arcs together because it's 4 episodes, and then the first section will be edited together as those 2 episodes, and then the second section will be edited together as those 2 episodes, which might be a good idea to do that. So that's the current plan at the moment with how I'm feeling with things. I'm really excited to move on to Syrup Village and really get into One Piece and how things will be going on farther down the line, because I'm having fun on this 12th rewatch. It's been really enjoyable so far, and I'm really excited to move forward into some of these bigger arcs. And next is Syrup Village, will be episodes 9 to 18, so that'll be 3 episodes for that. 15 to 18 will be its 1, so that'll be 4 episodes. So it'll be 9 to 11, 12 to 14, and then 15 through 18 is how I'm going to combine them together. That's going to do it for me for Orange Town and Season 1 and 2 of One Piece. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day.